Well, on Tuesday after the NRL Grand Final win to the Cronulla Sharks, we had the Australian Kangaroos Test team announced, and there was a few surprises in the mix there.
Yeah, well, obviously the two that they did speak about, which I'll only touch briefly, obviously no Fafita and no Sammy Radradra. So what people made of that there is obviously the NRL has decided that, as today's paper said, they wanted a no dickhead policies. Yeah. So, which means off-field discretion's there, and obviously everyone knows what Andrew Fafita's done there, and Sammy's up on them other charges. Whether it's proven or not is a different thing, but I'd prefer to talk about the 9 debutants that have made the side.
Well, it's an incredibly strong side from the looks of it as well, and they've gone for a lot of youth in the forward pack especially. You've got your mainstays like Paul Gallen and Corey Parker not making the cut as well. Would have been a great swan song for the Brisbane Broncos captain, but some great youth coming through the side.
Yeah, well, obviously Shannon Boyd, it'll be great for him from the Raiders there. He's had a great season. Tyson Frizzell, he made his Origin debut this year. He's got in there. Jake Friend, obviously looks like being the backup hooker now. Robbie Farah's been the backup hooker for so long, but obviously Jake Friend's the person they look to now, Valentine Holmes, who may have starred for the the Maroons this year with obviously the indiscretion, but his final series and whole year has been great. Trent Merrin, he was an unlucky admission from the Blues team this year, but he's had a great season for the Panthers.
He has. He's played well all year, and many thought he would have been one of the first picked in the New South Wales squad when it was being put together. Yeah,
but they've got a lot of back rowers there, in the Boyd Corners, Wade Graham, Josh Jackson and all that there. So I suppose you can't put everyone in there, but on his stats, he probably should have been there. So.
Another surprising call was, not surprising, Darius Boyd. He's been a fantastic fullback for a long time now as well, both for Queensland and Australia, but still managing to edge out James Tedesco after a fantastic season for him.
Yeah, well obviously they left Tedesco out altogether and plumped for Matt Moylan as the backup. So, but I'm sure Tedesco there, he's had a few injuries as well, so whether injuries did play in it, like another one, BJ Leilua, he's probably been the form centre of the whole competition there, but there was reports that he wasn't considered because of injury, and same with Jared Croker.
Jared Croker as well.
So whether that was right there, hopefully that was why they weren't picked in the side. So.
Matt Moylan offers a lot in terms of as a utility player as well, though, being able to slot into the halves as well.
Yeah, well, obviously it's not just a one game tournament there. So Jonathan Thurston needs a rest or something when they're playing. The fourth team there, he can play 5'8" as well as fullback and wing. So there's a lot of positions there. So he's a good utility player in the side. So
was it surprising to see not too many players from the premiership winning side? Usually the team that takes out the premiership has a fairly strong representation in the Australian and Kiwi side. But I think it was Jared Beale has been named for the Kiwi side. But did we have Wade Graham was named for Australia?
Yeah. Well, it's surprising that, because normally that's what happens. On the Kangaroo tours that they used to go on, the 2 grand final teams would always get their fair representation in the side. But obviously they've decided, the selectors picked the team. Like I said, it's a matter of opinion. We can argue why he didn't make it, why he didn't make it. Should Corey Parker been given a swan song tour? Obviously they've looked to the future. Should Paul Gallen have been picked as Player of the Year in the Anzac Test this year? But obviously they've decided to go in a different direction there, and I'm sure they're not the only ones there. Like I said, Wade Graham, he had a great final series there. He played in the third Origin there, and Josh Jackson, another one there. He was a Blues best player in the Origin series, and always was there for the Bulldogs.
James Maloney making it as well was a bit of a surprise there. I mean, he definitely deserved after the season that he's had, but at 30 years old, I think he is. That's an older debutant.
Yeah, well, there were reports come out before the grand final, after his great semi-final, that if he did play well in the grand final, that he'd probably just edge out Anthony Milford. And obviously those reports were right, because obviously Milford wasn't named, and
as a younger player,
and Maloney there. But obviously it's World Cup year next year, so. We're picking the Four Nations now. By the time the World Cup comes around, if Maloney's in form, he's probably there again. But if Anthony Milford can have another great year, I'm sure his name will be in the mix again.
And a strong New South Wales team that they put out as well, with it'll be the forward pack of the Melbourne Storm going up against the playmakers of the Melbourne Storm playing for Australia, won't it?
Yeah, well, like I said, they may have not got a fair representation of the Kangaroos team, but if you have a look, a lot of them are playing for other countries as well, and obviously the Kiwis are the main side that do have, like I said, Jesse Bromwich and all them in the Kiwi side. So they've got a great team as well, the Kiwis.
Plenty of youth amongst both teams and plenty of size and strength. So it's going to be a great contest, and we're looking forward to seeing a fantastic Kangaroos team and a Kiwis team going head to head. Looking forward to it.